Man, what? Hey, so let's go ahead and kick this thing off, man. Let's kick it off, DG. So the Miami Dolphins played the New England Patriots on Sunday. And honestly, bro, we got off to a very, very rough start again, bro. Got off to a rough start, and the Patriots end up securing their first win of the 2025 season on Sunday with an eventful matchup against the Dolphins,
Mm-hmm.
with New England ultimately holding on for a 33-27 win. And got off shaky for the offense and defense, man. DG, I just don't understand this stuff sometimes. I mean, I thought the excuse last week was that the defense was tired. They had been on the field. And, as a result of that, that's why they end up giving up so many points. But man, they came out the first drive. Drake May goes right down the field and scores a touchdown. Offense comes out and can't, can't answer. Goes 3 and out. And then the Patriots end up putting more points. So, I mean, what was your thoughts on the game? It was a lot that happened, and we'll kind of recap a little bit about what happened. But what was your thoughts on the game, DG?
Man, I got a lot of thoughts on the Patriots game. First and foremost, earlier today I rewatched the game just to see if I'm looking at everything correctly, so I could come up with a good analysis of what actually happened.
Mm-hmm.
Based on offense, it seems like the O line is not playing up to what we would need for Tua to be successful. We drafted Jonah, expecting him to be at least average. Right now,
Mm-hmm.
off his PFF grades, he's not average. He's bad right now. So the only good old lineman right now on the old line is Patrick Paul and Aaron Brewer, and that's not going to work. We need at least four average guys on the old line to make everything work for Tua. But we still put up points, against the Patriots. Still put up points. But Tua did have a bad grade as well, 60. So even though the stat line looked like Tua had a good game, he still had very bad moments during that game, especially with a game as to where previously you guys mentioned that you guys had a player only meeting. And the
Mm-hmm.
way the team started off with 14-0,
Mm.
unacceptable.
Mm.
Unacceptable. So that's my thing with the offense. It seems like our receivers, they're okay. It seems like Devon A Chain, he's the second best receiver on the team. I love you, Waddle, but it's just I don't know. A Chain, he just seems different. He might need a move to receiver. I don't know. I
So
don't
he
know.
might need to go to receiver, huh? He really catching the ball, huh?
I'm not even gonna lie. I wouldn't mind that. I'm pretty sure it's not gonna happen. Devon A Chain, he's in that Christian McCaffrey mode.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
at the same time, you see what he does with the ball in his hand once he catches it, compared to what we do when we run him down the middle. Two completely different things. It seems like Devon A Chain, he's not that bell cow running back, but he's that running back that you can use in different type of ways if you really need to. So that's why I seen from the offense, the defense is pretty much just the D line not getting pressure. If the D line gets pressure, maybe that helps the DBs, but at the same time, we can only send four. We can send five if we want to, but we leaving more people by themselves back there. But we don't have the personnel back there to hold up with anybody to just leave a DB on a receiver one on one. We need like zone coverage type of things because we don't have that one person that we could really trust in the back end. So it just seems like small issues lead to big things, and
Mm-hmm.
it's not leading us to wins. It may seem like the team is putting in some effort, but based off our record, we're 0-2 right now. So basically, that just means that what we have right now is not enough.
Yeah, yeah, and I agree with you. I think you said a lot of good things. I mean, we saw some fight in the Dolphins this game, which we didn't see last week, right? When they played the Indianapolis Colts. I mean, it's just unfortunate. I feel like this team should be playing better football at this point,
Mhm.
especially with the defense that we have. I felt like the defense will be ahead. I thought they would be ahead of things. I thought they would be kind of making it difficult on teams. And honestly, I mean, we're making quarterbacks look like Pro Bowl, all pro quarterbacks. And I feel like it's just not enough. And I'm disappointed in Weaver. I just felt like we be ahead of the curve at this point defensively. And offensively, man, I understand the slow start to some extent, but with the defense playing the way it is, like you gotta score points, right? I mean, if the defense was getting stops and giving you opportunities, it'd be different, right? But we're not getting any turnovers, like no interceptions, no fumbles through the first two games. Um, and it's just it's hard to win when you don't win the turnover battle and like you aren't getting off the field. It's just hard to win games like that. But shout out to Mr. Polk with the $10 donation. We appreciate you, bro. We appreciate you. Salute, my guy. Salute. Mr. Polk, Crazy Dolphin. Shout out to my brothers DGE and CB83. Hey, we appreciate you. Shout out to everybody in the chat right now. Do us a favor. Everybody can't donate. Everybody can't give their hard-earned money. But what you can do is punch that like button for us and share this content with, family, friends, people in the Dolphins community. We appreciate you. I see everybody coming in here right now. Shout out to the fam, bro. We loaded up in here, man.
Peace takes. What's good?
Peace takes. What's good? CB and DG Nightcap. Shout out to Peace Take. Pete Takes is running a great channel over there too, man. I go over there and watch Pete, and boy, that shit is entertaining, boy. That is some entertaining content, Pete.
And if I need some spice in my life, I go to Pete.
Hey, bro. Hey, Pete got the spice for you, man. It's gonna be some spicy, some hot takes, some Tabasco takes. That's what I call those. Some Tabasco takes. But we appreciate you, Pete, coming through and showing love. Y'all got to go check out Pete's takes too. He does a good job over there. Just letting people just get they stuff off, bro. Letting people get their stuff off. Sometimes it's terrible, and I just gotta shake my head, but it's all good. I respect everybody in the community. It's all love. So appreciate y'all coming through, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Mr. Paul for dropping that $10 donation too. We appreciate you, bro. We also need you guys to go over to the Dolphins Night Cap channel. We're going to put the link in the chat. We're going to start streaming over there in the next couple of weeks. DG, you got that link, or should I find it real quick?
Yeah, you could pull that up real quick. I'm getting the PFF scores ready.
Yeah. Yep, they are there.
And shout out to my boy Shake Money. You already know what it is.
Shake Money. Hey, baby lizard. The baby lizards are here. The baby lizards are in the building. Is that what you said?
No, I ain't say nothing like that. I don't know. Maybe you got a hearing issue. I'm not sure.
Hey, y'all are funny, bro. Hey, bro, somebody got to win this week. It's either going to be the Canes or it's going to be the baby lizards. I'm excited. I'm excited for the matchup. I'm definitely going to be watching.
That's a topic for later that we're going to talk about. Y'all will know what we think about that game. I will be at that game too, so
and you going to the game too.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try to talk to DJ before the game. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. It seems like
you said, what you mean you don't know?
I'm gonna get into that later. I don't want to talk about it right now in regards to what I feel about that game with the 5 interceptions from DJ, but that's for another day.
All right, we gonna get there. We're gonna get there. Hey, but I did just post that link in the chat. Pull that up real quick, DG. Hey, posted the link in there. Please click on that, subscribe to that. We got about 50 subscribers, and we're trying to get to 100. Once we get to maybe 80 to 100, we're probably just gonna start going live on there full time. And we're not gonna go live from our channels anymore. We're just gonna go live from that channel and just kind of pump that up. So you won't see the shows on our personal channels. You'll start seeing the shows on the Dolphins Night Cap channel. So go ahead and do that. Shake Money said, until further notice, I'm a FIU fan. Vamos Gatos. Oh,
shout out to FIU. The FIU, that's the school I went to. So I rep FIU and the Gators. Go Panthers. Let's go.
Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up. Go Panthers, man. Shake. Hey, Shake said the Gators are so bad that I gotta be a FIU fan. That's crazy, Gator fans. That is nasty work.
Sometimes it gotta be like that.
That's wild. Now getting into these PFF grades. This is offense right here. Tyreek Hill with a 77.8. Nick Westbrook-Akeen up there with a 75.9. Devon A-Chain with a 73. Jalen Waddle with a 73. And then we go down a little bit. We got Malik Washington at a 62. Tua at a 60. Alec Ingold at a 60. Eskridge at a 58. Patrick Paul, man, we had no O-lineman.
That's the problem, CB.
Bro, we had
the problem, CB.
Bro, we have no O linemen that have decent grades.
Wow.
Patrick Paul with a 56, Keon Smith with a 54. Our whole O line is down here at the bottom. Aaron Brewer at a 52. Ollie Gordon at a 51. He had a false start in crucial time. Larry Borum at a 47. Ugh, golly. Look at our tight ends. Our tight ends are in the box too. 44 from Julian Hill, 43 from Tanner Connor.
Why did you get rid of Jonnu Smith?
Jonas,
if you're gonna deal with this, and on top of that, Darren Waller, he's not playing. Like,
bro, what are we doing? The whole trenches is down here at the bottom of the list. We don't have one player that shined from that unit. We don't have one player that shined from the offensive line, and that was a bright spot. Everybody was bad, and that's what you guys got to understand. A lot of times, it's hard for these guys to play well when the entire unit is playing bad. It's just tough. So you need those guys kind of playing together, playing off one another, and just doing what they need to do. I mean, bro, Jonas Savaianea with a 26.4
on 57 snaps.
57 snaps, and you got a 26?
That means you was better off just leaving no guard out there.
Bro, you ain't get off the bus, bro. Like, bro, you was out there throwing oh shit blocks, bro. Like, oh shit, he about to get hit again. Come on, bro. Like, we got to do better than that, man. And honestly, our O-line coach, he probably is like, bro, I'm working with Larry Borum and Keon Smith, but we still got to figure it out. Why not just go pick up somebody else that maybe can come in? Maybe they're not going to come in and be world beaters, but maybe they can come in and kind of be okay for a little while, right? Somebody who's got like meaningful NFL snaps. Is it too late to pick up somebody, DG? Like, what's the deal with the offensive line?
I feel like it's too late to pick up anybody that's going to be able to provide you with at least a 65, 70 PFF grade. Going on from this point, we were expecting James Daniels to be that person, but he's hurt. Austin Jackson, injury prone, he's hurt. So I don't like, sometimes I think it's a scheme that makes our old linemen get hurt so easily since they're running out in space a lot. But I don't want to assume that. It could be that reason, but it just seems like with our old line, maybe it's the guys themselves, the guys that we got in the room. But I don't want to say that as well.
Maybe they're soft. Maybe we just got a bunch of soft ass players who don't play through injury and don't play through hurt. I don't understand it. I mean, at this point, we're looking at an offensive line and tight end group who can't get above a 60 when it comes to like, playing NFL football. Like, bro, there's no excuse for some of this stuff. Like, we gotta be better in some of these areas, man. It's just like, bro, this is what y'all put on the field, bro. This is what y'all came up with. This is what Chris Greer signed off on. This is what Mike McDaniel signed off on. Y'all got to figure it out. And, bro, we're going into Buffalo tomorrow. We haven't even gotten there yet, TG. We haven't even gotten to. We're going into Buffalo tomorrow, bro.
This just shows me that the New England Patriots front was more stout, more stronger than our front. In
Just
some
got
on Sunday,
dominated. Yeah,
we
you're
got
right.
dominated.
We got dominated up front, bro.
Hmm.
We had some moments, but everything, and that's the funny thing about the Dolphins. Like we talked about, I talked about in the offseason, like, yo, they got to find a way to get better in the trenches and just be able to run the football and just run directly at people and not try to run around people. Bro, the only plays that were successful for us, like running the football, was like schemed up crazy. Like reverse end around with two blockers coming around. It's always like, bro, it's always like gimmicky. Like our run game is so gimmicky, bro. It's never like downhill power counter gap scheme plays. It's always like, oh, we're gonna fake a toss here and run around here, and he's gonna pitch the ball here, and bro, I'd be like, what, bro? You did all of that, bro. And I got to the point at one time I was watching the game with my dad. I was like, damn, Mike McDaniel really scheming this shit up because he can't run the ball regular. Like this month, he has to do 2-3 end arounds in order to run the ball successfully. It's crazy to me, bro.
But we got to remember what we brought Mike McDaniel in for. We brought him in to fix Tua, so he's gonna take whatever the team offered him and try to make him seem like a genius in regards to calling plays. And that's basically what he did on Sunday. He seen that the running game was not working. On top of that, one thing about the Dolphins, we're always going to keep Devon A. Chain in. We're going to let Ollie Gordon come in, so on and so forth. But there could be like running down plays, but Devon A. Chain's in there, but we still hand off the ball to him. But we're
Yeah.
better off just giving the ball to Ollie Gordon. But we want to make sure Devon A. Chain's out there just in case if we need a check down for Tua. We're better off putting Devon Chain out there so he can catch the ball compared to Ollie Gordon. So I feel like that's why the running game hasn't been established yet. It's especially since that's something that we should really hone in on. But I don't know if we want to really put that workload on Devon Chain. I don't think the coaching staff really want to do that.
Yeah, man, it's just it's weird. I think the Dolphins are in a very like tough position to be in, and they have to figure it out. Like I don't make excuses for people who get paid millions of dollars to play a game. And Mike McDaniel, I think he prides himself in being a smart dude, right? And I feel like, you went to Princeton, you're a smart guy, like, bro, you can figure it out. Like, this is still football. This is still very simple, but at this point, it just seems like he might be in over his head at this point. But we can get to these defensive grades. I mean, we've seen the offense. The offense in the trenches look absolutely terrible. The skill players are the ones who have the higher grades. Now, looking at the defense,
Seems like Jordan Brooks had a good day.
yeah,
3.6 on 60 snaps.
yeah.
So that's pretty good right there. Rasul Douglas, he had a pretty good day as well, a 79.9 grade. Willie Gay only had 3 snaps. I
Bro,
don't
we
know.
gotta talk. Bro, we gotta talk about this Willie Gay situation.
Yeah. What you
'Cause
think is going on?
I don't know, bro, and that's the thing. And I don't know if it's politics involved or I don't know if somebody's in front of him they felt like is playing better than him. But to be completely honest with you, Willie Gay needs to be on the field. Like we heard a lot about him in preseason, bro. Like we
Mhm.
heard a lot about him making plays in preseason. Then we get to the season, he's only getting like he's below 5 snaps, and I'm trying to figure out like, okay, Weaver, it would be different if his defense was stopping people and getting
Yeah.
stops, but it'd be different, bro. I'd be like, okay, all right, Willie Gay is good. He's on the sideline. We'll use him when we need him. Bro, we are absolutely stopping nobody. Bro, get his ass in the game. Like, there's no reason for a guy to be graded that high and to make plays, and then he's sitting on the sideline for the game. I don't care. You might have to swap somebody out who's not used to being swapped out. But you got to find a way to get Willie Gay on the field because every time he's on the field, he makes the plays, bro. What is up?
You got to say who would be replaced if we do start Willie Gay. Would you take out? We know you're not taking out Jordan Brooks. We know
I'm
that,
not taking out Jordan Brooks,
of
but
course.
I'm going to find a way to get him on the field, whether it's where's Dotson at? Where's Dotson at?
Dotson all the way down.
What bro? What the bro?
Oh,
What bro? What are we doing, bro? Get Dotson ass off the field, bro. He's a 46.
Yep.
Bro, this is what I'm talking about. Where Weaver better tighten up, bro. I'm telling you that right now. Willie Gay needs to be on the field. Get Dotson ass off the field, bro. Move Jordan Brooks to the middle, and then give Jordan Brooks the dot. Give him the green dot, and then let Willie Gay get on the outside and do his thing, bro. What are
I
we?
think we're gonna see more of Willie Gay.
We have to. We have to. What's up with Jalen Phillips, bro? Where's Jalen Phillips at?
Right here, 60.3.
60.3 ain't terrible, bro, but he gotta be better, bro. Minka's up there with a 60. Jordan Phillips, I feel like he needs more time. Zeke Biggers, 59. Chop Robin, get Chop ass off the field. Chop ain't did nothing. He ain't did nothing either.
I mean, he got a sack. I give him that. He got a sack.
He did get a sack. Yeah, he had one play. But you still down there at the bottom, no? You still 57, kind of in the middle of the pack. But Jason Marshall Jr. struggling. Tyrell Dotson struggling. Melifonwu struggling. Zach Sealer, bro, what? We paid, bro, too much money to be acting like this, bro.
That's devastating. Seeing Zach Sealer down there, devastating right there, bro.
Zach Sealer got paid and got ghost on us, bro.
Crazy.
He's stealing money right now.
You know, but you see what I mean in regards to the scoreboard doesn't indicate in regards to what the actual grades were for this game.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, bro. Look at KJ Britt. He got one snap, bro.
One snap. I
like Jordan Brooks. I would like to honestly see. I would like to see Jordan Brooks, KJ Britt, and Willie Gay on the field at the same time.
And then you have to change up the scheme. You pretty much gonna run a 4-3 at that point.
Go 4-3. Shit. I mean, bro, whatever we running, this 3-4 stuff with the stand-up guys, it ain't working. It ain't working, bro. Put Jalen Phillips' hand in the dirt. Like, he's not a stand-up guy, bro. He stands straight up and get blocked. Bro, I want to see guys' hands in the dirt. I want to see Chubb's hand in the dirt. Go 4-3, get Chop's hand in the dirt, put 3 linebackers in the game, stop the run, and play some coverage behind it. Play cover 2 behind it or cover 2 man underneath. Like,
so let's say you play 3 linebackers. So you're basically saying that you want Willie Gay to be that dime linebacker, or you could put 2 linebackers and Jason Marshall. He's going to be that slot person that's going to be there.
I'm cool with Jason Marshall playing the slot. You still got Minka at the safety. Is Austin Davis even playing right now or no?
Yeah, he's down here.
Austin Davis. Yeah, he's down there. I don't know, man. I feel like you gotta. Cam Smith not even getting no reps right now, huh? Is he still hurt?
I think he's on IR.
Oh, he's still on IR. I got you. But man, like, I feel like we got to get KJ Britt and Willie Gay on the field, bro. I feel like we're not stopping anything. Like, I feel like we're not doing any better without those guys on the field. So I definitely feel like Willie Gay needs to see the field, and I'd like to see KJ Britt see the field as well. Like I said, I'd like to see I would like to see Jordan Brooks, Willie Gay, and KJ Britt at the linebacker positions. put Jalen Phillips' hand in the dirt, put Bradley Chubb's hand in the dirt, and then put Sealer and Phillips or Sealer and Kenneth Grant. Like there's some things you can do, but bro, just go to a true 4-man front, 3 linebackers, 7-man box, stop the run, and just let your DBs play, man. Let your DBs play cover 2, cover 3. Let Mika roam around there and try to make plays on the back end.
But that's the only person that you could really trust. Rasul Douglas, a little bit. We got to see more games. Pretty impressive that he got a 79.9. So it seems like Rasul Douglas is our cornerback one. Jack Jones, it seems like whenever he comes in, teams target him more because they
Yeah,
know that he's liable to give up something. They probably seen a film from the Detroit Lions practice and they know exactly what to do with him. So
yeah.
that's what it seems like. They always gonna go to Jack Jones' side because you're gonna be able to get something off of him.
Yeah, man. Go hey, put up that comment by Irv right there. He says we run a 3-3-5 and it's not working. We should run a 4-3. Weaver ran it in Houston. And I agree, man. The 3-3-5 is getting 8 the F up right now, bro. It's getting 8 up. I mean, everybody's having a field day with this 3-3-5. Honestly, I don't even know why we running a 3-3-5 because we don't have the DBs to have no 5 DBs on the field like that.
Shoot, if you have 5 DBs, you don't need a Jalen Ramsey. If you got 5 DBs, you got 5 guys back there all working together to make sure nothing happens. But if you have 4 or 3 DBs back there, each DB back there needs to be a solid DB. So right now, based off our scheme, we really need solid DBs back there, but we don't got that. So we need that D line to get pressure so our DBs don't look that bad. But
Our
the D
D
line not getting
line,
back there.
our D line ain't getting no pressure, bro. Them
Nobody up
boys,
there in the higher score. So
our D line wouldn't bust a grape in a fruit fight right now. They
mhm.
wouldn't bust a damn grape in a fruit fight, bro. Nobody's getting back there. We get a sack a game. Like I feel like we fall into a sack a game. But we could be better, man. Shout out to Newfoundland in the chat. He says, "Evening, lads. This is about to be a bloodbath. Our heads gonna roll Friday morning." Man, what's your
Possible.
thoughts? What's your thoughts? You think it's possible, DG?
Yeah, I think it's possible. It just depends on how the team looks against the Buffalo Bills. If you put up a good fight, knowing this team, we're going to take that as a win. I heard what Dan Marino said earlier on a
What did
little.
Dan Marino say?
He was like, "There's no need to panic." That's what he said.
He said,
Last time
"There's
Chris Greer
no,
said that, we ended up panicking. So
bro."
I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah. All right. Shout out to the homie Fenzaholic, the Batman in the building. He says, "Yo, in Tua, we trust." We
What?
gotta,
Let me take that off the screen.
bro. You can't. Hey, Wolfpack tripping tonight, bro. What's up with the Wolfpack, bro? Y'all tripping.
I
Shout
think
out
he's
to
being
Batman.
sarcastic.
Nah, he's serious. My man, super serious. Shout out to Batman pulling up. He's definitely a tour guy. He just got that Dolphins tour, the new Dolphins tour jersey, bro. Bro bought a couple of them joints, bro, serious about it. Bro, serious about tour, bro.
Mhm.
But yeah, what we got next, DG?
We got some interesting things that I've seen in regards to that Patriots game. Let me get to that real quick.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. We appreciate y'all coming through. I see you, Mr. Paul, throwing up the Wolfpack signal, bro. I see you throwing it up. Um, yeah, let's get into get this comment off the screen real quick,
Mhm.
just so we can see it. Yeah, appreciate you.
So with this play, I don't have a lot of plays for us. This is just one Devon A chain play. In regards to me stating that he should be a receiver. But let's check this out. He go out in the flat, boom, Tua throw it. You see, he like a little check down. If Tua don't like his reads, he gonna go straight to Devon A chain.
Now, did you see the Kurt Warner video, bro?
Yeah.
What did you? So this is my thing, and I want to talk about this a little bit. So I saw the Kurt Warner video, and he talked a lot about how Tua's kind of rushing his process, right? He feels like his process is speeded up, right? And he also feels like his drops aren't consistent. Like the way he drops back into the pocket isn't consistent, right? Nah, no Wolfpack. Shut up. Hey, damn, Wolfpack jumping in here. I just saw
Wolfpack
that.
jumping today. I love that. I love that.
Hey, DG on one tonight, man. I got to chill with the
Mhm.
Wolfpack comments. But yeah, so Kurt Warner talked about him rushing through his progression and just not trusting his feet and trusting the process when it comes to working through his progressions. And I do see a lot of that. And he talked about how Tua is kind of taking different drops on different plays. And he's wondering if Mike McDaniel is coaching him to do that, right? Because honestly, quarterbacks drop should be fairly consistent. It should be, hey, if I'm, you know, looking at something quick, it's going to be like 3 steps. So if this is going to be a little bit longer developing, maybe it's a 5-step drop, right? He feels like Tua gets in these moments where he wants to hit the screens right away and he's not taking a drop. Therefore, he's not seeing other players like get open down the field, right? So if he's taking his drop consistently and surveying the field, he can always come back to the check down, right? And Kurt Warner said, hey, this guy's speeding up his process. His feet are off right away, and he's just going directly to the screen passes, the swing routes, the Devon A chains in the flat instead of working through his process. So that was something that was interesting. And I'm wondering if this is a Mike McDaniel thing or if this is a Tua thing. Because honestly, this is something that can easily be fixed by just coaching him to do the right thing and just work through his progressions at all times and work down to the checkdowns as you need to. But I do feel like after watching that video that Tua is giving up some stuff down the field because he's going to these swing routes and stuff just too quickly. Like I feel like Devon Achane should be targeted on some of these plays, but I feel like a lot of these plays Tua should be looking downfield to the guys like Tyreek, Jalen Waddle,
Waddle.
who are coming open, bro. Because these plays are cool every now and then, but
Mhm.
you gotta take shots and you gotta open up the field. And by taking your shots and completing on those, you're gonna have these, right? Guys are gonna move back into their zones, and then a channel open up at some point. But you can't rush through your progressions in order to hit swing routes and Devon A. Chain in the flat. It's just not something you should be doing, bro. But what's your thoughts on that?
I mean, there's a reason why Devon A. Chain leads the team in receptions. It's just not because of Miami Daniel wanting that to happen. I felt like it's just based off what Tua sees, and he trusts that Devon A. Chain he gonna get at least 5 yards every time he touches the ball. I know Devon A. Chain is a very explosive player,
Yeah.
and I would have a lot of trust in him myself as well if I was quarterback. But I don't know. Also, I do think that the O line may dictate what Tua does with his footwork. If he sees that the O line could break the pocket, that might affect his footwork. He might slide to the right a little bit, even though he's not supposed to. That might mess up his throwing motion. I think that could be another thing that could affect Tua in regards to how he delivers the ball. Why some balls may oversell, and on top of that, he's a short guy. So maybe he's not, seeing the field very well. Some quarterbacks, you see them play and you know that they can see everything on the field, like the elite quarterbacks. When Tua play, you don't think that he sees everything on the field. If he was, we probably wouldn't be in this situation. We would probably be 2-0 rather than 0-2
Mm.
if we were confident in him seeing everything. So
Yeah, and I do feel like Tua does. He leaves. Tua definitely leaves some stuff on the bone, right? He leaves some meat on the bone. No homo. Like he's got to do a better job of like trusting his offensive line. And I know it's hard to trust guys who just got off the street. They last week they were at Home Depot. in the aisles helping people find Phillips head screwdrivers. But this week they're playing for the Miami Dolphins. Like it's tough when you have guys who shouldn't be NFL starters and they're trying to protect you. But you still got to find a way to make plays down the field because it's going to help us win games. And I mean, at this point, you might as well just go out there and play ball, play loose, right? And just make the plays you can make. Like speeding up your process and just going to HN right away is just not the answer. You got to find a way to take the deep shots and then work back to him. And I just feel like he's not doing enough of that.
But CB, when you see a play like this, it makes you think otherwise because it actually worked. So
And that's the
even though,
thing. Yeah, they
Mhm.
work, bro. They work sometimes, right? So he HN has the ability to make a guy miss, but he still went out of bounds too.
Mhm.
Like I understand it. I see what you're doing. You're trying to get the ball to a speedster who can make a play. Um, but he shouldn't be the first resort on a lot of these plays. He's not the first read,
Mhm.
right? Tua is still supposed to be reading the offense, the middle of the field, and making throws. You can't be so reliant on this that this becomes the new normal and you try to make these plays all the time. Because that's just signs that your offense isn't in the right. It's just not in the right state. If this is what you're relying on, you have to rely on being a passer down the field, looking at coverages, being able to hit guys. And I feel like that's what's hindering Tua's development too. Is just a lot of these swing passes, screens. It's not forcing him to like make the throws necessary to be successful. Like, and that comes down to coaching. Like, you, I understand you want to get the ball to HN. I understand you do, but you still have to be able to play football, be a football player, be a quarterback, read defenses, understand what the defense is trying to take away, and make a play down the field. So, I mean, I don't know, bro. I feel like it's hindering him. I feel like it's hindering his development as a football player.
I mean, I feel like one person I compare Devon A Chain to is Bucky Irving from the Buccaneers. I don't know if you know him.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
small
yeah.
running back, they were on the same size. Devon A Chain, he definitely faster, but similar playing styles. And when I see the Buccaneers play, they're able to make a running back like Bucky Irving work. It makes me think like maybe if Devon A Chain was with the Buccaneers, it'll probably be a better situation. A better O line, better quarterback, so on and so forth. So I'm looking at guys similar to what we have to see like how are they being successful in the NFL, and that's why I noticed in regards to Bucky Irving, his interior O line is always good. The interior that we got Aaron Brewer, but like I said, if
But
Jonah's performing like he is, and our right guard is not healthy, our right tackle, the running game most likely is not going to work with Devon A. Chain. Just like Tua need that O line, Devon A. Chain need that O line too. But if you want to
I
use Ollie
agree.
Gordon,
And bro, I agree with you, but I feel like Bucky Irvin can run inside. He can run between the tackles. He could do, I feel like, a lot more than
then A.
H.
Chain,
I feel like he has more versatility,
nah,
right?
I don't think so.
I feel like when it comes to the passing game, I feel like A-Chain's got him. Like he catching the ball and making a play on the outside. I feel like A-Chain's got him for sure. Screen game, A-Chain's got him for sure. But when it comes to just running the football between the tackles, and maybe I say that because he has a better offensive line.
Exactly.
Maybe I say that because he has a better offensive line. A-Chan could probably go to the Bucks and be super successful. I can't say that's not the case, but I feel like the Miami Dolphins are limiting A-Chan because he can only do this because the Miami Dolphins can't get downhill and run the football. Like
Mhm.
everything they do run wise in the box is like gimmicky and like it's never like gap down backer. It's always like, oh, we gotta pull the guard and the tackle and then reverse back around. And bro, it's like, what the hell are y'all doing? Where are these blocking schemes coming from? Some of them don't even make sense to me. But like I understand that, bro, sometimes just playing downhill football is where you need to be. Like if you could just run power, counter, trap, you'll be okay sometimes. But
Mhm.
we get in the shotgun formation and we do one back and we got 5 offensive linemen and we got a 7-man box. Like it go back to the beginning of this play right here and pause it. So right now we have 5 offensive linemen. Who is 80? Tanner Connor?
Yeah.
So we got Tanner Connor. And who is this right here? 30. That's Engel.
Yeah.
So we got 5 offensive linemen. We got a fullback, a tight end, and a running back. Now, looking at this box right here, we have a wide 5. We got 2 wide 5s, 2 wide ends, right? We have a 3 tech on the right hand side. We have almost like it
But
looks like it's
that
like
three
double.
tech, that 3 tech is not your regular 3 tech.
It's like a wide 3, right?
But I'm
And
talking about the person.
oh yeah. These dudes are different, right?
Yeah, Milton
But
Williams. He won the Super
but
Bowl last year.
but look at these. But look at the box right now, bro. If we
Mhm.
were to count the box and just play the box, like we have 4 guys on the interior, we still got the numbers: fullback, tight end. Like these wide defensive ends, bro, they're not even really in the play. If we just hit it up in the middle and just block, we could get 5-6 yards a pop. We should be able to with this type of box. It's just we don't have the ability to get downhill and punch people in the mouth. And that's what bothers me about this team. It's like, bro, we have 5 offensive linemen and a fullback and a tight end. And we have 4 guys that are right there in front of our face. We have a safety that's at 15 yards. We can make Devon Achane can make one miss. Like what are we doing? We can run power counter. We can run a number of different stuff. We just choose to run screens and run around people
Mhm.
because we feel like we can't get it done in the box. It's just like, bro, at some point, Mike McDaniel, you gotta start forcing your guys to play downhill. It can't always be position blocking, bro. And that's what we do. We just position block. We just beat them to a spot and try to cut them off with angles. It's not good football, bro. You gotta be a little bit more versatile. And that's my problem.
Yeah, I say this as well. Uh, I don't want to like point out Jonah because a lot of other guys did bad as well. You know, Borom, he gave up a sack. Keon, he gave up a sack. But Jonah, he did not give up a sack, but he gave up a lot of pressures, hurries, so on and so forth. And I'm not saying that's good, but at the same time, it seems like he's going to go through those growing pains as to where we really needed him to perform well. When we draft the old lineman as early as we did, we're expecting him to be at least average for us to perform better out there on the field on offense. But right now, he's not performing that way. Maybe he'll grow into that throughout the season. You know, he had a very good matchup with Milton Williams, getting paid 27 million a year, so that's good competition for him. Uh, but he's gonna have to learn from that matchup because this is not the best front that we're gonna face all year. There's gonna be way better fronts than this that we
Definitely
will
not the
face.
best front. Definitely not the best front, but they do play well. They do play disciplined football. They do play sound.
Hmm.
Um, we're gonna play some fronts that aren't as good as this, but we're gonna play some fronts that can dominate too. And this isn't one that's just dominating, but they are a solid front. Um, but yeah, I mean, I feel like we just got to be better. And I feel like Mike McDaniel has got to just got to be more simple. Like it can't just be running around people. You got to kind of force these guys to block, man.
I don't know if you've seen the kickoff return by Malik Washington. Did you see that?
I did see the kickoff return, and then I saw right after that the kickoff. I saw the punt. We had the punt return, right? Malik
Mhm.
Washington had the punt return, and then I saw the kickoff return by the other dude.
Okay, I'm gonna play TD's reaction to the kickoff return. I was dying laughing at this one.
Oh, bro. So this is to the kick. He was still playing a song, huh?
Yeah.
Fins up, throw them fins up, throw them fins up. It's the new era and we back up in the mid. MIAMIDOLPHIS. When do I begin? I've been representing.
Hey, he was still playing this song, and you got to run that back, yo. Yo, he was still playing the song. Vibing too. Hey, TD was vibing too, bro.
TD was like this.
TD is
Fins up, throw them fins up, throw them fins up. It's the new era and we back up in the mid. MIAMIDOLPHIS. When do I begin? I've been repping since the kid. If you repping, then we can. DW, throw them fins up, throw them fins up, throw them fins up.
Bro, what? Hey, why am I just, bro? Why am I just seeing this? That's crazy, bro. TD wild for that one, but the Miami Dolphins are wild for taking TD on that emotional roller coaster, dog. That's crazy, bro.
Don't nobody deserve what the Dolphins.
Nobody deserves it, bro. Nobody deserves it, bro. That's crazy, bro. I was hyped too. I was like, yeah. Then I'm looking, I'm like, what in the heck is going on, bro? We got to play TD's reaction one more time, bro. Run that back one more time.
We're going to be doing this all year.
TD, you a fool for that one, boy.
Fins up, throw them fins up, throw them fins up. It's the new era and we back up in the mid. MIAMIDOLPHIS. When do I begin? I've been repping since the kid. If you repping, then we can.
The camera went out.
Oh my gosh. Bro, that is amazing. New Finland said it. That's, bro. You can't make this stuff up. Honestly, Miami Dolphin fans, you gotta laugh to keep from crying. You gotta laugh to keep from crying, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy.
We 0-2 right now, but I'm still enjoying the moment. You know.
Yeah, you got to, man. I mean, we still got 15 more weeks of this, bro. 15 more weeks.
Oh,
Somebody
said what?
Oh no, what's this? Mike Vrabel?
Yeah, Mike Vrabel. He was talking about how he stopped the Dolphins offense. Let's hear what he had to say.
There's going to be a few, and I think maybe our whole intention was to defend, inside the numbers and make sure that was not where it was hurting us. We did okay there, and then obviously they felt comfortable throwing those outward breaking routes, and not that I'm accepting of it, but we have to be able to say this is what the game plan was. So I think that there's some plays that we certainly need to correct, and we can't have the ball thrown over our heads on 3rd and 15 and Tyreek Hill just blazing out of there. So that's those are concerns. But the other ones, some of them are on us and how we wanted to play the football game, making sure that they were, we were defending the middle of the field where they've had so much success.
So it seems like the whole NFL has caught on to what the Dolphins do. That's what I think.
Yeah, and that's what it sounds like, man. It sounds like, I mean, it's the same thing every week. People are saying, hey, take away the middle of the field, make Tua throw outside the numbers, make him beat you over the top, and make him throw the ball down the field. Now, if we were running the ball well, I feel like teams wouldn't be able to take away the middle of the field because linebackers would have to come up and play the run. And that means that, hey, we could take a shot. We're going to be able to hit the play action, bring them up a little bit, and then dump those passes over the middle to guys like Jalen Waddle, Tyreek Hill on those in-breaking routes. We just haven't been able to run the ball, right? And when you can't run the ball successfully in the middle of the field, linebackers aren't forced to play. They can just kind of sit back and chill in the middle of the field, run to the middle and say, hey, all right, you got to make a play now. We're taking it away. Throw to the corners because we know you can't throw to the middle right now because we're clogging it up. So the key to this thing the whole entire time, the key to the Miami Dolphins success the whole entire time was run the football successfully, right? And now we have 2 offensive linemen out, right guard, right tackle, and we can't run the ball successfully. Teams know, hey, they have 2 backup offensive linemen in. The right side should be pretty shut down. If they're going to run anyway, it's going to be to the left side successfully, right? And now we've become one-dimensional, right? And you can't be one-dimensional in the NFL. Everybody watches film. This is what y'all got to understand. Everybody is watching film. Everybody's paying close attention to what you do. Everybody's trying to find your tendencies. They spend a lot of money on people who work in the background to find teams' tendencies, find what they do on first, second, third, fourth down. Bro, you can't fake it in the NFL. You can't fake it till you make it. Like, you got to be legit at everything you do. And the Miami Dolphins just aren't legit at running the football right now. And since we aren't legit at running the football right now, teams will not take us seriously. They will clog the middle. They will dare us to throw outside the numbers and figure it out. And that's not Tua's game. That's never been Tua's game. Tua was successful at Alabama because he had great running games and running backs that really scared defenses, right? We don't have a running back. Well, Ollie Gordon could be that, but we don't have the ability to run. We don't have the ability to run the ball like that.
But
remember,
we denied Derrick Henry when he wanted to come here. Jonathan Taylor, there was conversation.
Oh, the Derrick Henry shit still pisses me off to this day. The dude was telling them all offseason, hey, I want to be a Dolphin. I thought I was going to be a Dolphin. I want to be a Dolphin. And we chose to just sit on our hands, right? And then he goes to Baltimore and absolutely is killing it, bro. Like, what makes Greer think? What makes Mike McDaniel think? And this is the arrogance that bothers me with Mike McDaniel and Chris Greer. What makes them think that they are so good at certain positions that they don't need a guy like Derrick Henry? Derrick Henry makes everybody better. He makes the offensive line better. He makes Tua better. He makes the wide receivers better because he's going to demand attention. What makes them think that they don't need a guy like Derrick Henry? And that's what scares me about Mike McDaniel, Chris Greer, and this organization is that I don't think they really know football like that. I think they are so caught up in what they do in their system and the guys they want to showcase that they just don't care to like be versatile and like have other guys that do different things in the building. It's just I just don't understand it. The fact that you don't go get a Derrick Henry and you sit on your hands and you say, "Oh, Devon Achane, who else did we have?
We had
we had Madison." No, but this is before. But I'm talking about even before. Derrick Henry was years ago, but we had Jeff Wilson Jr. We had Devon Achane. We had
Myles Gaskin, Savon Ahmed,
Raheem Mostert. Bro, y'all think Raheem Mostert and Devon Achane are the answer? Bro, what are we doing? Like, the Miami Dolphins just have things backwards. And I think Mike McDaniel is making a lot of these decisions too. And I think, especially personnel wise, I feel like Chris Greer would have went to him and be like, "Hey, what do you think about adding Derrick Henry?" And he's like, "No, I don't think he fits our playing style." I feel like that's something that Mike McDaniel would say. He doesn't fit what we want to do. Because Mike McDaniel wants small scat backs like San Francisco 49ers. And that's why they can't keep a running back healthy.
Mm-hmm.
But they can't keep nobody healthy. They can't keep McCaffrey healthy. They can't stay on the field. Bro,
I mean, one thing about the 49ers, they did trade for Brian Robinson from the Commanders. You know, probably the closest thing to Derrick Henry. And they put him on their team. He hasn't gotten a lot of carries yet because he's in the same backfield with Christian McCaffrey. So if we had ever brought in Jonathan Taylor or Derrick Henry, we would have to figure out a way as to where both guys are still getting the same amount of reps and we can still get like the same kind of production that we would want from a Derrick Henry compared to a Devon Achane in our offense. But
bro, Mike McDaniel is just not versatile in the run game. He does the same thing over and over again. It's always outside zone, screen passes, things in the flat. It's just like, bro, people kind of know what you do now. People know your tendencies, bro. People know what you got going on. Look at the banner flying over Hard Rock.
Wild.
What does it say? Fire Greer, Fire McDaniel. Damn. I thought the last one said Fire Greer only. Now they added the Fire McDaniel in there too. Savage.
Hey, some people pay good money for this right here. This is not
how much.
cheap.
I wonder how much that is, bro. How much?
A few thousand.
It's a few thousand?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that's crazy, bro. People spending big money. Get them boys out of there.
But you don't think like something like this confirms that they're not going to be here for long? Since this happened, whenever I see organization go to the extreme to let organization know that they want somebody fired, it ends up happening.
I don't know, bro. I feel like they did this last year and the year before, though. Haven't they done this before?
I can't really pinpoint.
I feel like they've done it before. I don't know, though. I feel like they've done it before.
Mm-hmm.
But, man, it is what it is.
All right, and I got a few stats from that game. Then we'll go on to the next topic. Miami Dolphins have the worst pass rush grade, 48.7, and the fifth worst coverage grade at 44.6. So like I was mentioning earlier, if our pass rush grade is 48.7, what makes you think our coverage grade won't be any better? So the better our pass rush grade is, the better the coverage grade would be. But if the pass rush is not good enough, we can't expect the DBs to hold up.
Man, this is trash, bro. Like, I don't see chopping and putting pressure. Honestly, this is what I like to see. This is what I think Weaver should do, right? I think Weaver needs to find a way to get the best players on the field, right? Mm-hmm. And that may be, hey, putting Chubb at one of the ends. Maybe Phillips is at the other end. But I feel like you got to find a way to move Chop around a little bit. I feel like Chop is not the type of player you want to put in the 5 technique and just rush every time. I feel like he'd be really good in that amoeba type defense where he's just kind of roaming around, finding a gap to run into and make a play on the quarterback. I just don't understand why Chop is used the way he's used in our defense. I feel like he's not Micah Parsons, but I feel like if you used him in that role a bit, it would throw something at the offense that could catch them off guard. So I just feel like you got to find a way to get your best players on the field, and I think that's having Chop maybe rush from the inside sometimes, stand up, rush over the center, just make things difficult for the defense. Show them some different looks. Weaver literally comes out in the same thing the same look every time. He may roll stuff, he may roll something back differently, roll to a different coverage, but it all looks the same up front. And it's not working. It would be different if it was working and getting stops. Bro, you gotta send something different. You gotta do something different. You gotta use chop. You gotta move him around a little bit. He's too small to just rush from a 5 technique every time, bro. You have to move him around so he can get skinny, go versus bigger guys who can't guard him. Bro, you gotta do something different. Like these dudes get paid a lot of money. I don't understand why they can't see this themselves. DG?
I feel like they want Chop to master his role first before they expand his role. Sometimes coaches want to make sure that you could do one thing at a high level before they put more stuff on your assignment.
But
so I feel like Chop Robinson is not effective as of yet in doing what the Dolphins want him to do.
But what if he can't? What if he can't do it? Like, what if you're asking him? It sounds like to me you're trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. He's not the player. He doesn't have the size to go in a 5 technique and rush a tackle every play and be successful. He just doesn't have the ability to do it. We've seen it over and over again. The experiment is over. It's over, bro. Like, he doesn't have the ability to do it. He has the ability to beat a guy every now and then, but you need to move him around a little bit and just use him in different areas.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, like what are we doing? Like he should, bro, he has the same stature of a guy like a Micah Parsons. Bro, Micah rushes from the 5 sometimes. Sometimes he'll stand up and rush over the center. You have to move him around. He's not the guy that you just, and this is what you start to learn with Micah. If you just put Micah in a 5 technique every time and you say, hey, rush the passer.
Yeah, he wouldn't be as effective.
Bro, he wouldn't be as effective. He wouldn't be the player he is. Mm-hmm. But they understand, hey, he's best when he's moving around and he can be a football player and he can just cause chaos. Right? Some guys are just chaos cause. Some guys are just kamikazes. He's just gonna go in there and wreck a play every now and then. Mm-hmm. We don't have a guy like that. We don't have anybody doing that. We need to use Chop in some of those roles, bro.
Mm-hmm. Who was the last Dolphin that you think had that type of impact? Like, would it be like Cam Wake?
I think bro, honestly, it would be Cam Wake. Yeah. And I feel like Cam Wake was a bona fide pass rusher, right? Mm-hmm. Like he was a guy who could win constantly in a 5 tech or a 9 tech. He could win constantly. We don't have a guy like that on the roster, right? Honestly, it don't help when you don't get in the 3rd and 10. Like you never put yourself in 3rd and long. Like the defense is always ahead of the chains and they're in 3rd and 3 or 3rd and 5, so they can run or pass. It doesn't help when you're doing that. But Cam Wake was the guy on 3rd and long. He was going in the game and you knew he was coming. Quarterbacks knew he was coming around that corner. Like Chop Robinson doesn't have that ability. I just feel like he doesn't have the strength to beat tackles like that. Cam Wake could literally bench press dudes off of him.
To be honest. Right?
Yeah, he could literally like get underneath them, bench press them dudes with one arm and still get to the quarterback. Chop just doesn't have that ability. He doesn't have that size. He has the speed, the stature, but you gotta use him. You gotta move Chop around in order for him to be successful.
Another thing that I noticed, the thing with right and left tackles, usually the right tackle is least athletic than the left tackle, I shall say. So they tend to put Chop Robinson on the right side more than the left side, so he get an easier matchup against a lesser athletic type of guy. So they do move him around, but they still keep him in that same spot on the left or right side.
The same box. Like they keep him in the same box of being a defensive end edge rusher, right? I don't even see them like stunt him inside, like knife him inside and bring somebody outside. I don't see a lot of stunts and movement from our offensive line either. Like don't see a lot of that. I just see a lot of vanilla, get our ass beat all the way down the field, to be completely honest with you.
I mean, it makes sense. The Miami Dolphins have the 5th worst pass blocking grade and the 4th worst run blocking grade in the NFL. If you are having these grades with your O line, you need a Lamar Jackson back there. You need a Patrick Mahomes back there so they can alleviate how bad this old line is. But we have Tua, the guy that everybody says that he needs a very good old line in front of him to perform well. But these are the grades that the old line is providing to us, and we can't really expect nothing from Tua if this is how the old line is going to perform.
Bro, people blame it on Tua, and I get it. Tua has made some boneheaded plays. But this offensive line don't help. Mike McDaniel's play calling and the scheme don't help. Like, Tua is part of the problem, but he's definitely not the only problem. Like, you can't win with grades like this. You can't win with an offensive line that can't keep their guy upright, and you can't run the football. Like, bro, you can't win with that. Like, we talked about trenches all off season. And we come back in and we're still getting dominated in the trenches. That's sad, bro. That is sad. And honestly, I mean, it's pathetic, man. It's pathetic.
I mean, this is the last topic.
Man, Anthony Weaver, bro, he don't deserve to be no interim head coach. He don't deserve to be interim nothing, Bill. If Mike McDaniel get fired, fire his ass too, bro. I'm sick, bro. The defense is absolutely terrible, bro. I ain't giving Weaver no head coach job. I'm not letting him be no damn interim head coach. I'd rather you promote somebody else.
So the personnel that we got right now doesn't give Anthony Weaver a freebie in regards to having the opportunity?
No.
Okay.
No, and honestly, get your ass in the box. Why are you on the sideline? Weaver, what can you see calling plays from the sideline? Defensive coordinators need to be in the box, bro. Like, what are we doing? Like, get up in the box, look at your defense, look at what they're doing from above, call the defense down to your guys, and have them get lined up. Bro, you can't see anything from the sideline. Defensive coordinators do not need to be on the sideline unless you're really that good, right? Some guys are really that good where they can just sit on the sideline, dial it up, and hit their guys make plays.
Yep.
Weaver's on the sideline looking at his tablet, trying to figure it out after the drive, after they just get torched. Bro, get in the box. Bro, get in the box, call the plays down, be able to see the entire field and what the offense is doing to you, how they're attacking you. If you can get up there and see how they're attacking you, you'll be much better off. Bro, I can't believe I got to tell them this, bro. Y'all, the Miami Dolphins should be paying me, bro. Get me on the payroll. Get me on the payroll, DG. We got to get me on the payroll, bro.
I'm telling you, I mean, I'm waiting on Indeed to see if they got any openings available. I know something gonna come up. I know it.
I think if they get me in a building as like a media guy or put me in sales or something, if they get me in there as media or sales, and then they realize that, hey, this dude really knows football, maybe they go promote me quick like they did what's his name from the Heat. You know how he rose up from like a video guy and just now he a head coach, but they might do me like that, bro.
I tried TV. I tried.
You tried it?
Yeah, like last year I went to a practice and I called one of the coaches. Like, hey, come here, let me talk to you real quick. Like, I mean, I know y'all need some help. Like, I got a lot of knowledge. Just give me a chance. You know, this is my team. Like, please.
What happened?
It's like, oh, it's about who you know. And on top of that, I only got my bachelor's degree. And they're talking about, oh, you gotta get your master's too, so on and so forth. But to me, to be honest, I don't think your degree matters. It's more about your passion for your profession. And, I got a passion for the Dolphins in general. So I'm going to be happy to work for the team. On top of that, I love football as well. So, Like, I was gonna help y'all out. Like, come on, man. Like, some people they're getting the job just because they have like the right credentials. You know, that
Hey,
they
I gotta
need.
end. I gotta end though. I just realized that I gotta end.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I know somebody
Wow.
who's on the coaching staff currently for the Dolphins.
Who?
I can't tell you, bro. I can't mess up my connect. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit him and I'm gonna be like, yo, do y'all have any openings?
Mhm.
Like, is there something y'all could do to like get me in there, bro? Because I'm gonna help y'all win games, bro.
Mhm.
I'm gonna hit him up, bro. He's actually one of the coaches for the Dolphins right now, bro. I just hope. Look, if McDaniel get fired, he might get fired too, though. So he might be out of there before he can even get me in there.
Exactly. I don't know. Like,
He's
I
been
don't
there a
know.
while though. He's lasted through like a couple regimes.
Oh, he did.
Yes.
I think I know who you're talking about, but I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna
He's
say it.
lasted, bro. He's lasted through a couple regimes. He was with Flores and he was with Mike McDaniel.
Yeah,
So,
he had to do
brother,
something crazy to do that.
yeah. So he been there a while, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And
I
he
mean,
on a
we'll see if that happens. You know, if you talk to him, who knows? You know, I like my freedom as well, but
ain't no freedom, man. What you
Mhm.
talking about? You gotta get to work, bro. Long hours, long nights, bro. Long days, long nights.
I'm working for him right now. I am.
All right, what else we got, man? Man, we talked
What
about
else?
the Dolphins for an hour, bro. They had us for an hour and 15 minutes talking about them chumps, bro.
An
And then
hour
we
and 15 minutes.
play tomorrow night, DG. We play the big bad Buffalo Bills.
Mhm.